So I thought I'd go over to my World of Warcraft account and um, do some grinding for some mounts. I have a little bit over 200 mounts and wanted to work toward the 250 mount achievement. And I thought the next best mount for me to chase after is the Crimson Water Strider, which is this little guy right here. When I was doing some research in Wowhead about what kind of things that I could do to speed up the grind, reading the notes, people made it sound like it was really an arduous, long time, consuming work to get this guy taken care of, to get him. And I thought, well, I'll see what I can find out, see if I can find any shortcuts. There aren't really any shortcuts, but I think it's a lot easier than what people are complaining about. I found that this took me about 10 hours worth of grinding to get this guy, but I needed some special items in order to make this happen. So number one, you need to have a garrison, and you need to have this fish shack. You need to have this at level 3. And then you need to do a series of quests to get an achievement for getting Nate Pagel. That's this guy right here. It's a true Draenor angler. If you want to find out more about that, just go to Wowhead. They have more information on how to get Nate Pagel. And to get the Reigns of the Crimson Water Strider, you need 100 of Nat's lucky coins. And to get these, you can
safe travels.
You need to turn in lunkers, and each lunker you turn in will get you 1 coin. So the challenge is how do we get these lunkers? They're very hard to get, and you need very, very high fishing skill in order to get them. There isn't really anything in here that you can buy that'll help you. This may help you a little bit, but if you don't have coins, then I guess you can't get that now, can you? But what you're looking for is stuff like here, fishing caps, and whether or not there are any in the auction house off the top of my head, I don't know if there are any quests, special ways of getting them outside of getting them off the cave dwellers that can come up in your lake over by your fishing shack. So you just basically fish this water until you get a minnow. I can't remember what the horde version of this item is, and it has a use that you could throw it back in the water, and the cave dweller come up and you attack them, kill them, loot them. Sometimes you'll have worm supreme, which you're definitely going to want. This is going to help. That when applied to fishing pole, increases fishing by 200 for 10 minutes is very important because you need to get your fishing skill up incredibly high to give yourself a great, the higher chance of getting lunkers, so it won't take so long. And then you're going to wear this. You'll have a chance of dropping something like this that you can wear, again, to increase your fishing skills. You see the duration is 10 days, so it will disappear after 10 days. So once you get it, you have 10 days to use it up, or you're going to have to fish up another minnow, throw into your pond to get the cave dweller to come up and then kill him, yada, yada, yada. So this is what I found out. I found out that if we fish on the inland waters, we fish in the fishing pools, that we're going to get a better chance of getting lunkers than just fishing in the open water anywhere. But what I also found is that fishing in the open waters, even fishing in the fishing pools inland, didn't have a high success rate of lunkers, even with the worm supreme and something like a fishing cap like there. And I have a fishing pole right here, so I got this during Wrath of the Lich King. And what I was finding is I was getting maybe, I was getting like 10 lunkers per like 20 stacks of this. So you're going to need quite a few stacks of this, because you're going to need a total of 100 coins in order to get that strider. So in terms of worm supremes, where I'm going to take you, you should be able to get about 20 lunkers per 10 worm supremes. So if this is 10 minutes and you're going to get 20 per 10, that means 20 per 100 minutes, which is a little over an hour and a half. And what we're going to do is, I happen to have this angler's fishing raft, so if I want to, I can just stay out in the water, and I'm going to fish outside of the inland. I'm not going to do inland fishing because, as I said, I found that the lunkers was taking about you get about 10 of them per 20, and when I come out here and fish on the ocean, I get about 20 per 10. So you double the amount that you're going to get. And then with that fishing up there, what that means is your professions are going to be extremely high. Oh yeah, let's get our worm on. There. So I'm basically 1030 fishing skill. And you really need to have this as high as you can get it in order to give yourself the best chance of grabbing a lunker. It doesn't matter how many lunkers, or there's no limit to the number of lunkers you can turn into Nate Pagel to get a coin. There's no limit. So if you get 20, he's not going to say, oh, you can only give me 20, now you got to go get 20 of another kind. You can sit out here and fish these sea scorpion pools for as long as you want. And here's Nate Pagel, by the way. How's that going, guy? Thanks for the mount. So let's see. I may or may not be able to get one. Yeah, okay, he was in there. All right, so try to get it within this pool so you can get the actual sea scorpion. I don't think you're going to get lunkers if you just cast into the water. Maybe you will, but I think it's a lesser chance. And you just keep going until you get these things. To give you an idea of where I'm at, I'm sitting right out here as Spires of Iraq, and I'm just going to keep going outside of the water out here, following along the shores. I'm not going to go into okay, Nat, what's up, dude? Watch this. He's going to say something, he's going to die on me for some reason. I don't, this is a bug, I just think it's kind of funny. When I'm on the land, he doesn't do this. Oh well, just interesting. Oh, by the way, this raft you get from Nate Pagel too. As you see there, it's required fishing 525, and you also need to be revered with the anglers, and that's Mr. Pandaria in terms of reputation. So you can go out there and get reputation separately from anglers. I don't think you can get those. You can get it in Warlords of Draenor out here. Oh, there we go. We got one. So this is what you're looking for. There's many different lunkers. I think there's like 9 of them. But this is the best place to go. As I said, I was finding that per stack of 10 Worm Supreme, I was getting 20 lunkers. And that maths out to 100 minutes. And yes, I know that's a lot of time. That's an hour and a half. You're getting 20 of them, which means within about, well, anywhere from between 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 hours, it's going to take you. So this is a whole day. It's going to take you a whole day to do that. Now, okay, so not only do you have to do that, but you also need some some other reputations with Nate Pagel. Oh, there he is. So Nate Pagel has his own reputation, and you got to have some reputation with him in order to make that purchase. And what I found is when you turn in the sea scorpion lunkers, you get reputation from Nat. I can't remember what the amount was, like 245 or maybe 445. I think I started out as neutral with Nat himself. So even though I was exalted with the anglers, I had neutral with Nate Pagel. But turning in 100 of those lunkers, and each one of them gave me reputation, I was able to get my my reputation with Nate Pagel himself individually,
Hello.
up to the point where I can make the purchase. So, let's see. Journeyman riding, you got to have that. And Nate Pagel, you got to be his bestest friend, which I am right now. So, let's
See you
just
later.
assume that I've done a 10-hour grind, which I did. Oops, sorry. I did a 10-hour grind. Oh, my Lord. Patience. Patience is a virtue. If you don't have patience, then I guess, I don't know. This game's not for you.
Hey there.
Alright, so I'm here. Here's all the different lunkers I can turn in. I turned in about 90 of these lunkers, and then 10 others of assorted one of these that I caught inland. And the turnaround rate, catch rate for these lunkers was just so much worse than it was going around Spires of Iraq. And that's all I did. I just went up and down Spires of Iraq until I had like 90 of them. And I came in here and I sold them. Ta-da!
See you around.
Got a lucky coin. I need just 99 more to get it, although I already got one, so I don't need to do that again. And again, he gives you reputation with him, so that can go toward, you got to have that reputation with him high enough. You got to be his bestest friend in order to purchase this. And if you don't, you just keep going out there, keep catching those lunkers, keep passing them, handing them into them. Although I think that after you handed in 100 of those lunkers, Nate Pagel is going to be your bestest friend. You're going to buy this guy, and then you're going to get to ride around the water. Unless you got this guy. Which you get, I believe, if you're, what was this honored? Oh God, I can't remember. Nah, I don't have the patience to go find out. Alright, that's it. See you later, dudes.